Tracker weather with meteorologist Kelly Bates.
Well, good evening and welcome back. And what a neat looking evening indeed. We're watching the sun that should peek underneath these clouds right before it goes down. But still, sometimes you need the clouds in there to give off a really pretty picture. And Mother Nature's doing that for us this evening. Here's where we topped out today. Temperatures topped out at 50 in Providence. We made it to 52 in Groton, 50 for New Bedford and Taunton, 48 in Smithfield. And we also made it to 47 in Newport. Now, our average high is actually in the lower 50s, so we're just a few degrees shy of that and technically warmer than where we were yesterday. But here's where we are now. Many places have come down from the 50s into the 40s, like here downtown. We're even down to 46 in Newport. So we do have a little bit of a wind moving in. It's moving in from the north primarily, 5 to 10 miles per hour for most areas. We have been picking up an occasional higher gust locally up to about 20, but winds are slated to relax as we go through the overnight due to one reason. We have an area of high pressure that's going to be coming in from Canada. Now, this area of high pressure is helping to boot that storm system out of here. That's the same nor'easter, by the way, that went through, and it's just been hanging out in the Gulf of Maine for several days now, giving us clouds and occasional rounds of rain. Well, now it's finally far enough away that we're just going to work on clearing out the last little fringes of these clouds, and that is essentially our forecast for tonight. The process is already underway. So as high pressure moves into an area, it tends to allow winds to relax, and it helps to keep things clear. And that's going to be our dominant weather feature, not only here in southern New England, but all across New England, just in time for the eclipse for tomorrow. So yeah, tonight it's about getting rid of those last clouds. Clear skies will be in place for the start. We do have a couple little clouds that want to move in, but they're going to hold off until after eclipse time, which technically is at 3:29 p.m. That's when we reach our maximum locally, which is going to be about 91%. But still, northern New England has high pressure in full charge. So if you are going to drive north for this eclipse, you are going to see the show as it was meant to be. It's sort of envious. Nationally, that's not going to be the case for everyone, so we actually have the best weather. It is going to be cold, though. Northern New England does that, you know. Anyway, as we go through Monday evening, we are expected to build in a few clouds, but they'll be clearing out in time for Tuesday, giving us another beautiful day, in fact. So here's the path of the total eclipse. Again, here in southern New England, we're not expecting that, but we will be close. We're going to see about 91% totality, and here's what that's going to look like. Around 2:15, this is when the partial eclipse starts, and once we get to 3:29 p.m., we're expected to see this really cool crescent illuminated here. And again, that's 3:29, and then we'll see that process happen in reverse as the shadow leaves, and that'll take till about 4:30. Now, keep in mind, if you're going to watch this from 2:15 to 4:30, you're going to be roughly 2 hours in full sun outside. Sunblock is just as important as your solar glasses. Please keep that in mind for tomorrow. Now, we do still actually have some flood warnings in effect, but I suppose the best news is that we're on the last hours of these. What's interesting about these flood warnings is that they're both for the same river, just at two different locations. So the Pawcatucket Westerly is about to go under flood stage and is expected to expire that flood warning as we go to 10 a.m. tomorrow. Meanwhile, at Wood River Junction, that's going to expire about midnight tonight. So with all of that said, here's how things are going to look. Temperatures are going to be much warmer for the week ahead, as highs will be topping in the 60s to 50s. No more 40s for highs. We'll see them as more lows as we go through the week ahead. Again,